Listen up.
Titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Hey, right now. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock.
Acknowledge me.
We coming for you, nigga. Fat! Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Yeah, wow. Holy shit, we're back. Dr. Huge Show. With the sleaze.
Totally frozen.
I knew it.
Motherfucker.
I seen it, the intro on my computer like start to get all grainy, and I'm like, what is going on here?
I can't fucking win lately.
But we can hear you.
Yeah, great. Awesome.
Yep. Welcome to the show, sleaze. Took a little hiatus.
Jesus Christ.
Summertime. Everybody's got summer things to do. Could have other possible guests later on. No Danny today, so if you're trying to listen to his great accent, and I know all of you love, except for that one guy a couple weeks ago, he really didn't like his accent. He had to tell him all about it.
What? What happened?
Yep. How dare somebody come into Dr. Huge Show's chat and tell him he doesn't like somebody's accent or says I'm bald or whatever. That's craziness. So
Dicks.
I blocked him immediately.
People suck.
Be nice, share the show, hit the like button, all that stuff. Even the last show I did a couple weeks ago, we took last week off. We did a show on Sunday the week before. So we're moving and shaking around here, but we're getting it done. We're putting in the time, and that's why everybody subscribes to the channel. And if you don't, you're probably a stupid idiot. So we
That's
got
what
wrestling.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Wrestling talk, Dabbleverse talk. Not a whole lot of Dabbleverse news. I don't even know how long I'll be getting into it because I'm starting to like really become super annoyed by just about all of them. And not like I liked any of these people in the Dabbleverse before. But I'm talking specifically about like the hosts of a lot of these shows. Really, Kevin Brennan's the only one I like. And he's an unlikable guy.
Well, the other ones are retarded. I mean, it doesn't help.
Yes, I agree with that. They're pretty stupid.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's get into that first because the wrestling stuff will be there. A lot of news and things. We're not actually going to go over the shows and whatnot. We know what's going on over there. I should have set this up before, but you know what? Let's do it like the Dabbleverse pros. We make everybody wait over here. So hold on. We're going to watch a clip as long as I can because this one has Lady K in it, Sleaze, and woof.
Oh, God.
Makes me want to punch my fist. All right, we're sharing. Everybody's going to be watching in a second.
Everybody.
The world will be watching.
Oh, Jesus.
There we go. Let's make it big. Look at your boy, Bob Levy over
Hell
here.
yeah.
Sleaze.
My boy from back in the day.
I'm going to diss this Bob Levy. Hold on. Let's get us on the screen. Kind of. There we go.
There we go. You can't see me, but there we go.
Yeah, you're John Cena today. That's all right.
Damn right.
All right, here we go. Let's watch this clip. Let me give you a little insight on what's going on. Supposedly, this was a debate, right? So Chad and Lady K were going to debate each other. Carl, of course, is famous for being, renowned harasser of Stuttering John online. Chad for his lies, like getting a black guy in grease on his face from getting beat up and somebody screaming Cumia country while they were beating him up, because of Anthony Cumia and stuff. So he gets a lot of works and things going. Bob, Bob's very obvious with the works. You know what I mean? So he's like, in the podcast game and stuff especially, you can tell he's behind the scene. We should do this. We should do that. Plus, his grandma voice is getting crazy. Like that raspy, like, yeah. It's like, what are you saying? You sound like Lil Wayne, bro.
Well, he's got to be 60-something at this point, right?
He's getting up there. But it's a lot of you knows, and you know what I mean? And then most of the time, he wants to get paid in all these shows, and he sits there like a lump.
Yeah. I watched a couple weeks ago with him, and yeah, that's what he does. He just
I'm sure he's a great stand-up. I've never been to one of the shows or whatever. But, when you do stand-up for like 80 years, you're probably going to be decent at it, right? So
Yeah.
But
his stand-up is great.
Yeah. But the podcast stuff, it's like, oof.
Yeah.
And then all these guys, they try to like cling on to like whack Packers and shit like that to, get them ahead in this. And it's just like, that ain't the way you do it, bro.
Gross.
But anyway, I digress. Let's watch this debate go down between somebody who lies a lot, does works for the internet, and Lady K, who I just can't stand this guy. I'm disgusted by Lady K, but here we go.
The point was not that. My point is just like, don't call someone a liar because they get a detail wrong. Like, you're so quick to call someone a liar on things, which is like, well, that's not a lie.
You're quick to call me a liar on this show.
But you are a liar. You lied about Thanksgiving with your girlfriend.
That's
you
not a lie.
You lied about Cumia's cocks.
That's a lie.
Those are lies. I want to talk to you more about Cumia's cocks, but we can do super chats if you want. There's a lot.
No, okay.
So I got a question for you, Sleaze, because I know you're not like way into this stuff like I am.
Yeah.
Carl, what do you think Carl is?
What do I think Carl is?
Like, what do you think of Carl?
He's a
Describe
cornball.
Carl in just the short time you've heard or seen any of his clips.
He's a cornball. It's just and not very funny. It's pretty much. I don't have much to say about him. There's not much that's presented to me. So
he comes off very, very just homosexual, and I don't mean it as like a dig. It's just like it. That's the vibe I get, and that's a part of the reason why because I don't like listening to lady podcasts. They seem to talk over each other, and they and then it's the voices, right?
Yeah,
I can't stand this guy's voice.
Yeah,
his accent.
Voice is fucking terrible too. Yeah, the accent, like you're hitting it all on the fucking head. Like it's not a good product. That's what drives me insane nowadays with everybody having podcasts. Like, nobody's telling them, like, you don't have the voice for this. Like, they don't know when to stop and let the other person talk and shit. It's total chaos.
He's got a ton of fans, the WATP stuff. And I think it's just because they were first to, or one of the first to really start goofing on Stuttering John and making it a part of his gimmick.
Yeah.
And that's what launched it. But like, I think this Carl's fella really thinks he's hilarious and stuff because he has the audience like that. And I'm not saying the show is bad. It ain't for me because I just can't listen to it. Because I start punching my fist until it starts bleeding.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let him listen. If this is a debate, which it's supposed to be, Chad's just out here for the works and the grifts and things. And so he's not going to prepare for anything. Dr. Huge comes with notes every week of things I would like to go through. I'm not just winging shit most of the time. and Carl comes with notes and everything, but I can't stand these internet people that like press everybody with their notes and they're prepared and they act like internet lawyers. So it's like, we're going to get to the bottom of this, and you lied about this and you lied about that and you do this and you do that. You do it too.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I'm just so annoyed by this Carl, and it blows my mind. I go and watch some of the comments in these threads of like these video clips and things, and it's so pro Carl, and everybody hates Chad, and he's a liar and this and that. If we didn't have Chad in the Dabbleverse the past like several months since John's left, there would be no Dabbleverse. There's nothing to really talk about. He at least, now I'm not a fan of Chad's either. I'm just saying at least there's something there with that, where you guys are just commentating like a bunch of words we can't say, and that makes me pissy.
Well, a lot of these dudes, they're like teenage girls. It's annoying. If I want to do that, like I listen to a bunch of teenage girls. That's what I equate it to. It's, you did this, no, you did that, and it's that, and then they have that for like 2 hours. Like, it's not entertainment. It's not funny. What are you trying to prove? Who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of give a shit, just to relay the message to everybody else that this world exists. It's ridiculous, and it's kind of better than wrestling until they start fixing their prices and their creative, because it's the total shits.
It's the shits.
All right, here we go.
Because that's fun. No, let's do that right now. Fuck the super chats. I appreciate you supporting the show. We'll get to it.
Hold on. Blind Mike, this has actually been a good job by all three of you, particularly Bob and Chad. Thanks, Mike. We'll be on Mike's channel at 4 o'clock today. Dabbleverse Live.
All right, let's get it, because a couple people do want to say stuff. So, yeah, you're right. I'm just caught up in this. Record this. Okay, thank you. There you go. This guy loves you.
There you go.
Former mod check. All right, there you go. I have no mods. All right, there's your boy.
Yeah.
I don't work with losers like Carl. I never
show.
work with any of those losers. Chad Zumach, Chad will do anything for clout and check. Listen, this was his idea. I said, let's try something. It's interesting. There's over 800 people between Rumble, X impressions, and YouTube. Yeah. So people are interested.
That's what it's about. Like, see, Chad's very easy to figure out like that. Carl does the same thing. He just does it in a different type of way.
Yeah.
Right. But he's the smartest. He's the best. He's also the smuggest. And that also, it's just, you can't, I don't like these people. I don't like any of these people, really. Even Levy. Levy kind of grosses me. And I'm a Levy guy in a way. But it's like, come on, Levy. Levyverse stinks, bro. And you can say, sure, Dr. Huge Show, you stink, and you only have 500 subscribers or whatever. Well, I'm getting to it, all right? I'm also not out here starting up works left and right to pinch every penny off the audience and things.
Well, that's the thing, is nothing is ever genuine with these people at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's all, they plan this shit out, and it's so obvious.
Yep. Tell us, Cena, what's it all about?
You have to be authentic because they can see through phony.
At least I can. There's a ton of people out here. They're falling for all the works. They think they got it figured out. They don't.
That's the thing. When you introduced me to this, I do my homework and I watch some of it and all that stuff. And in the beginning, it's like, oh, okay, so this person has this problem and that. And then you catch on to like, no, this is all works. This is all works.
Yep. And Bob's one of the masters of it. Of course, like, why is he even here? We played.
I don't know.
We played over a minute. He hasn't really said anything. Let's see how long the streak can go. Silent Bob, right?
And I'm sure Carl's going to go over this on his show. I'm sure Blind Mike's going to talk about it. I'm sure Bob's going to do it. I'm sure Pat Dixon, Melton's going to do 9 hours on it. So, yeah, there's something there.
But I guess the point of that chat, though, is just like, keep your mind open to things. Like, when you make these definitive statements, it makes you look dumb in the future. Like, this whole thing is like, I would never fucking work with Carl. I was like, why not? I'm open to talking to you. And
just like, Seth Rollins was never going to get back with Roman Reigns, but they've brought the Shield back together before, and they're probably going to plan to do it again.
I hope so.
So it's kind of like, there's so many similarities between these two verses, WWE Universe and the Dabbleverse. It's essentially the same thing to me, just much, wackier people.
We've been saying it for years. Everything is wrestling, politics, fucking everything. Everything's fake. Everything's fixed. Everything's scripted.
And very gay.
I'm not gay no more.
Very gay lately too. Everything.
A lot of gay overtones.
Stuttering John and Kevin Brennan and any other asshole was out there. It's fun.
So you would go on with Kevin? You would go on with Kevin?
I would definitely go on with Kevin. Send me the link.
Okay.
Send me the link. That guy's an idiot.
I hear he's on right now.
He's stupid. He's an idiot. And he thinks he's so fucking funny, Sleaze. I think I'm a funny guy. I don't even laugh at anything I say like that. I might do it every once in a while. Like, hey, that was a good one, Dr. Huge. He does that at the, it's a period to a sentence.
Yeah. Yeah. And that drives me nuts too. You got all these podcasts where these people are like saying what they think is funny and then laughing their dick off at their own shit. It's like, go do that in your bedroom. Like by
giggle
yourself.
casts.
Yeah.
But if you just watch everybody, you'll notice he laughs at everything he says. He's the funniest fucking. He's George Carlin in his mind.
He's probably sniping.
Will you say liar or loser more today? I don't think I've said it yet.
I'll give him credit. I was waiting for both those things.
I was waiting for dork a lot. I was hopefully.
I'm surprised you didn't throw a few in there, Bob.
No, I
just send KB's enemies the link. Where's Ray? Yeah, where is Ray?
Hold on.
Levy can't spell.
Does Bob Levy have treble in his mic or no?
Yeah.
It's so bassy, like.
Yep.
The fuck are we doing?
Him and Lil Wayne are gonna start making albums together soon.
Meditator.
I'm sorry. I don't know. General studies. Hi, Bob. Happy birthday, JT. There you go. Is it JT's birthday?
All right, we're moving ahead here.
If excuses for special.
See, they're counting their supers for putting on this work of, everybody knows we're enemies and we don't like each other, so let's do a show together, right? It's one of those, which is fine, but to start off the show banging out the super chats like this I would wait towards the end.
Yeah, so it's not so obvious.
that number one, and then also you keep people engaged a little bit because they're waiting for their super chat to go through.
Right.
But no, he's going banging out right in the beginning. Okay. Great strategy. Carl's probably like, you're a stupid idiot.
Will you admit you went on that show solo and grifted for super chats?
I was going on a show regardless that day before John put that tweet out. I already had a whole clip package. You can go back and watch it. So I was already going to go on there. And why do you say grifting? What do you think that means?
Grifting?
Yeah, why do you think I'm grifting for super chats? What do you think that means?
Basically taking money for situations.
Taking money for situations.
Isn't that what it is? I mean, what?
That's what all. Yeah, of course. It's kind of, in a way, it is a grift. Yes.
Yeah.
You set up a work.
Right.
You get together with an enemy to hash things out. Listen, I know all about this. I'm one of the first guys to do a stupid debate like this. Remember the Roman Reigns debate with Storms, and I had him up against Litman, and I Bob Levy'd it, but I actually spoke, and people loved it. They do like this, and it's a grift.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're baiting people into paying you.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
That's why we also call it works, and you can turn shoots into works or works into shoots. You can do whatever you want, right? But in the meantime, it's just a magic trick because only the people that are involved knows what's going on.
Right.
And that's what is a part of the grift. So I digress again.
That's what a show is.
That would mean to know. Grifting would mean I was taking money that was ill-got, that people didn't get what they paid for as a result. Someone gives me money and I read their super chat. That's not grifting.
But there's another looser grift that goes down that everybody has clung on to the word, and now we all know what the other, like again, we just explained it, the works and the grifts and things. It's not ill-gotten money. It's you're extracting money from people by maybe like this. This is supposed to be a debate, and it's not.
It's not. It's not at all.
That's kind of ill-gotten money in a way, because you're not providing the service that we all thought we were paying for. We just got, like, it would be like getting to WrestleMania and all of a sudden they start doing ballet out there.
Yeah. These chuckle fucks just don't even know they don't know the meaning of grifting. They don't know what they're talking about.
That's right.
Entertaining.
Correct.
Yeah.
See, this is what Carl does on his show. Everybody agrees with him and he agrees with everybody. And he goes, yes, correct. Yeah. He's stupid. We're smart. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's the world.
Just the opposite. People pay for something and they get it. Yes.
That's the way shows go now.
And it's so silly that you and Kevin both call it grifting, but that's all you two do.
But then
how's that?
Why are you calling that grifting now?
How,
you know what I mean?
What's
yeah, right. We got it, Bob. You already asked the question.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's your boy, Sleaze.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Well, should I not have accepted this? Like, should I give it
No,
back?
I'm saying it's not grifting. How dumb are you? It's shocking.
What are you talking about? I don't know. You said that's all me and Kevin do.
Is read super chats. Are you grifting? Are you grifters?
I mean, I'm reading super chats and I'm engaged.
Technically, I mean, in the light sense of the term, where, Brennan, and I like Brennan, I like MLC, and I'm glad he goes 2 times a day sometimes. So it gives me something to listen to in the background or whatever I'm doing. But why do you think he goes on twice a day sometimes?
Yeah, right.
Make a little extra scratch. It ain't to go, oh, I got some stuff to talk about here. I got some things laid out to entertain the masses. It's no, I'm going to hit the super chat machine and it go burr.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because, we started this over 10 years ago, and it was because of our love of wrestling, and we knew we could do this and all that stuff. And we do it because we love doing this. A lot of these fuckers are doing it just to get paid. And it's so evident because they're not talented enough to fucking hide it.
Yep. We're more talented, we're more handsome, and I'm more bald. So take that, Lady K. Like, listen, I can't dump on Chad so much anymore because everybody else is doing it. And when everybody zigs, I zag. But I can't stand this Lady K, bro.
No.
Never could. And I remember back in the day, I subscribed to WATP because I liked watching the John clips. And I didn't know where John was. Of course, I knew of him and stuff, big Stern guy back in the day and everything. But I remember I would unsubscribe, then I would subscribe again, then I'd unsubscribe. Kind of like Radio Gunk. Radio Gunk, same deal. There was like a podcast that was built off of Stern. And now that he's gotten, old and stupid and everything, that they play the old stuff and tell us who they liked, who they didn't like, all, your usual type podcast these days.
Yeah.
But all they did was laugh. The whole time cackling, laughing. And listen, I get it. You're doing a comedy show. You want laughter to happen like WATP and stuff like that. I can't listen to people fake laughing for fucking hours. It's crazy.
No. And the epidemic too is that all these podcasts are the same. You know what I mean? Like you could be on this one, you get the same fucking shit. You go on somebody else's same fucking shit. So it's so monotonous and boring. It's hard for me because back in the day, I would have a good set of like 10 or 15 podcasts, like religiously listening to. And I maybe listen to 2 now. It's because they're all the same.
And Corny's one of them, right?
Yeah. And sometimes, like lately with him too, it's gotten really fucking repetitive. Where it's the same shit. He's bitching about the same stuff. They're the biggest ones to complain about commercials on Raw and shit. And then they go into a commercial for 10 minutes on their own podcast. It's crazy.
Yeah. Cornette's like the worst with that. They do a 10-minute actual in studio, whatever commercial, and then you get the YouTube commercials on top of that. If you watch it through there, on top of their commercials, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and on his Experience show, now they start the show off with 3 commercials.
Oof.
And then it goes into his theme song, and then it goes into the show, and they talk for about 10, 15 minutes, and then he goes, hey, you know what they need? And then he talks for 15 minutes about a fucking bed that you can buy. And then goes into the regular commercials. It's almost unlistenable at this point. If you're listening, Jim. Like, stop it.
Again, it's another guy. I've subscribed to the channel, unsubscribe, subscribe, because after a while, again, I get caught up with all these ads. I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But where are you, Jim? Are you around here today?
And here she is, Jordan Butterface Gray.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want you doing that, and not all the ads and things, Jim.
Everything looks good, Butterface.
Exactly.
Butterface. Butterface.
Wow. Calm down, Jim.
Jeez.
He was on that TNA Dark Side of the Ring. Did you happen to see any of that? No,
I haven't caught it yet, but I really want to.
I know there's a part 2 coming out soon, or if it didn't already, but I watched it's pretty much stuff we all kind of knew already, except one thing I never followed TNA all that closely like that behind the scenes, but Dixie Carter supposedly screwing over Jeff Jarrett. They made Jeff Jarrett look like one of the biggest baby faces in the world when everybody thinks he's like a scumbag, stole Kurt Angle's wife, blah, blah, blah. Kurt Angle's wife, the ex-wife anyway, is so unbelievable. I don't know how else to put it. She anything she says, she may even be telling the truth. I don't believe her.
Yeah, she's full of shit.
She comes off like I don't know. And again, when you watch it, you're gonna know what I'm saying, because it seems like she's saying all the right things, and like the way the story from her version goes and Jeff's version, they look like super baby faces, and you could just look at her and go, "No, you're not."
Well, it's like a while ago they put out that on Netflix, the Hulk Hogan documentary, and that's how Linda Hogan is. Everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie, or fabricated, or it didn't happen. It's crazy.
Yep. That's why we love Chad, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll give him a little more time. I don't know how much of this Carl-splaining I can take, but we'll try.
Yeah.
Like it's a phone call.
Right. So why was I grifting when I did a solo show on my channel?
I'm just repeating what I heard.
Wow, no responsibility whatsoever. It's amazing. You can say anything you want. You were drunk. You were repeating something someone else said. You don't remember. You have all the excuses, Chad. It's great. I guess you have to cope with what you've done in your life.
When Steve asked me to ask you that in an email, I said, okay, I will. I don't know.
You've called all of us grifters for weeks now.
Years. Weeks. Like Artie Lang said back in the day, I'm not mad at Carl. I'm mad at the guy that let him out of the locker in high school.
Right. You know what two traits I hate, especially on a dude, is somebody that just can't stop smiling and talks way too quick. And it's happening right now, and I want to punch my screen. Yeah. You can get some. You can get some.
Carl and Baba Booey. Baba Booey he used to talk like this, Buff.
Yeah.
He's got like that crackhead pace.
Yeah, I hate it.
Ugh.
Fucking cringy, as the kids say.
Gives me the douche chills, HVAC. Shout out to HVAC. Shout out to Paladin.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Everybody's watching us criticize one of the top criticizers. Get ready to be criticized, Carl, today. Not you so much, Chad. We've done enough on you. When I had Dave Sarah on the show and he was going to tell us all about Chad's crimes in the past, I was even like, you know what? It's been so overdone even to this point. We don't need to go over it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a decent human being, Sleaze. I'm a great man.
Right. You would think not, but we are.
Yeah. You wouldn't think so. What? You wouldn't think so. Anyway.
It wasn't still blaming it on Steve.
I'm just telling you the exact. All right, let me get through this real quick, and we can yell at me all you want. Bob, is there a chance that Stuttering John and Jetty Jingles hook up in Florida became Double Power Couple? Yeah,
it could be. I just found out she did roller derby.
There were a lot of times when I was broadcasting. I don't know where she was. So.
Stuttering John might be hitting it.
Yeah.
Jenny Jingles. That's Carl's mom wife. That's what they call her. That's her nickname in this space.
All right.
and it's because she's 10 years older than Carl. And that's one of the things that our leader, Kevin Brennan, talks about all the time when he's fighting with Carl is, you have a mon wife and you're a nerd and stuff like that.
See, that's funny.
Yeah. You get to put on the voice too like this. Oh my God. And people are like, how can you listen to this? Like, to listen to that voice. I'm like, I kind of, after a while, you get used to it.
Yeah.
So his annoying voice, not nearly as bad, in my expert opinion, compared to Carl's. That's just, woof, that's an annoying voice.
Yeah. Gross.
She had the keys of the rental car.
Why are
can
you
settle this
smiling
once and
so
for all?
much?
Whether Lady K's brother confided to Chad that the mom-wife jokes hurt Carla's feelings. Chad says yes. Lady K says no. I got to be honest with you. I remember talking to him in AC, and I remember him saying something along the lines that it gets on Carl's nerves, and I bother him. That's from your brother to me. I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
I mean, if mom-wife jokes hurt my feelings, I'd be long gone from the internet.
I don't think it was the mom-wife jokes.
Okay.
It was something else. I don't remember.
Did she punish you for that?
I should have kept that.
She didn't make me any pizza rolls that day. I was very upset.
Carl using a...
He loves that joke more than anybody. Maybe Bob too, but Bob's Bob's an old-time comedian. He ain't gonna let people die out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
he's a real man. He'll take the wounded off the battlefield when they're cackling like this about their own jokes as the other person moves on, right?
Right. We've had people on the show. We've done it. Seeing them fail, and you got to pick them up.
We no-sell everybody. We no-sell each other. It's like, because it's just like one of the, I don't know. Well, at least I have an excuse because I can, I can be like, I'm moving and shaking. I got things going on over here, so I can't like really pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
Fully, but yeah, I mean, when funny things are said, we'll laugh at it.
Right.
But it's like the whole Shuley thing. Like, you gotta laugh at our jokes, Bob, for this to work. Come on, Bobby.
Well, if it's not funny, why would you laugh? Because then it's fake. And that's what they do.
And it may even be a funny line, but I don't think it's funny being delivered in an effeminate manner like this.
Yeah, no.
Right. So
that was actually Kevin's thing. It was never my thing. Carl using outrageously effeminate Rochester accent. And say, just do it.
No, you have to give me $5, not Chad.
Yeah.
Take requests.
Hi, I'm Chad.
Again, both me and the sleaze have gay friends. We don't. It's a goof, especially in the East Coast. I think it's more of a thing. We grew up in that whole goofing around with the effeminate business, right?
Right.
But our gay friends, they do the same thing. I got a gay friend I've known for a long, long time, and back when I was gay, right?
I'm not gay no
and
more.
Not anymore.
He even says he does not like the flamboyant ones. It just makes him upset. For whatever reason, like, why are you acting like, whatever? Because he's a man's man, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, we have mutual friends that are actually married, and one of them has been gay his entire life, and the other one came out to us a couple of years ago. The one that came out to us is way effeminate, and it's funny because his husband will make fun of that, and I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's generally how it works, right? I think they call the effeminate ones the twinks.
Twinks.
Is Carl a twink?
I think so. Or a cuck.
For the mom wife? Yeah, mom. I don't know.
I think he's a twink cuck.
The mom wife has big guns, though.
Oh.
So that's cool. But again, I don't know if this guy knows how to handle those things, right?
Yeah.
An excuse and answer for everything stupid that I do. I don't. I just lie about it. I do. All right. Good stuff. Here's your boy. Carl, how do you justify not paying your co-host?
Dude, you Scientologists have way too much money to begin with. Fuck you. You get nothing.
There it is. Here's Deadpool.
All right, let's skip ahead. I want to get into this debate.
Yeah, when is this happening?
People who have a lot of...
Hold on, we got to hear from Mario Lopez first.
Thank God.
Looking old, Mario. Holy shit.
I know, he's old.
And
right, he's like, that's not his face.
It looks bloated.
Yeah, exploded in plastic.
Looks like he's been dead for 2 days and in the water.
You Ruckerreich.
I believe then you were on MLC the next day and talking through it with more details and stuff. So Patrick started doing some research, ended up calling you out. Like, there's no way this happened. So then you changed the story to, okay, here's what happened. You went down to, is it called the porch, the patio? The patio.
And then?
Yeah. Which is a Bills backer bar. I might hang out with you.
We're
there
going
one
over
day.
Cooley
True
country
story.
right
Yes.
now. I'm
So
going to let him
you and I, let's go to the patio on a Sunday.
Right.
So you're at the patio and you order chicken tacos from the outdoor kitchen, except they
Chicken
don't-
something.
Right, they don't have tacos. They just have chicken something. And then so you're waiting.
Imagine Carl keeps up with all this. Like, this is like his line of work, is to know all about other people's lives and the works they're trying to pull off here.
You know what it's like? They're like bad paparazzi. Like this entire network is like horrible, unfunny paparazzi.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I think he also says that.
Yeah.
For your food, you see a guy with a girl, and you decide, I'm going to call this guy's girl out, tell her that she's ugly. So you start making fun of the chick to this guy's face.
No, I think he was fucking with me because he knew I was a comic. And basically, I said something along the lines, why would you draw attention to yourself when you're with a girl that looked like that? That's what started it.
Yeah. So I think I was accurate with what I just said.
Yeah.
So then he decides,
But I wasn't going after him. He was coming after me.
First blood. Again, forgot. Good
I
point.
mean, you're always trying to tie it into John. I get it. It's fine.
No, I'm just telling you what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm just
it's
telling you what
amazing.
I did.
He did draw first blood.
Fucking A.
You know, listen, being a comedian, a stand-up, especially out here in the public with these people, sleaze. I mean, this is why I would never go up on stage out in public with you guys. Why? So I make a joke and then you Kumia country me? No, thanks. I'll do it from the safety of my own studios.
Just like I think AEW is trying to kill the professional sports industry, I think that these people are trying to kill comedy.
Well, you ever hear of the Killers of Comedy, sleaze?
Oh, God, yeah.
Remember the Hack Pack, that whole drama at the Stern Show back in the day? Yep.
Yeah.
Bob's right here. He was a part of the Hack Pack
I
with
know.
Shuley, and they're all friends, and yep.
Yeah, but they were funny back then.
Yeah, they were. Everybody says, you know what? They say Shuley's not funny. I get how he can be annoying to people and stuff like that. He does get a lot of unnecessary hate, though, I think, in a way. And I'm not a Shuley ball washer or dick rider. I'm no hacky over here or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, listen to some of the roasts. There are some good jokes in there.
Yeah, he's
There are some
not.
good ones.
He's entertaining. You know what I mean? It's not like he's known for being like laugh out loud funny. He's entertaining.
Right. He gets it in a way.
Right.
That's all. I don't know if he gets it as like, you know, 1,400 fake viewers or whatever every single show, but
right.
You know, people do. You got to do what you got to do these days, I guess.
Yeah, but some things you don't have to do, and they still do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Right. You justify everything that happens to you by
I'm not
saying that
justifying.
they
I'm just
started
telling
it.
you exactly what happened.
They started it, is what you've been saying.
There's
all
not
episode.
justification. I was just telling you what happened.
So then the story is this guy punched you out because you said shit about his girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then people went, yeah, but he had like grease running all over your face. How did that happen? So then you came up with like, there was an oil can next to a motorcycle and you like stumbled and stuttered and your face planted into a oil can that then tipped upside down and ran all over your face and you didn't wipe it off until you got home. And
there was oil all around the area and I landed in it. And that's why I explained whatever. It is what it was. And
so is that the story
happened.
you're sticking with? Because that's
what
he won't stop smiling. So
I know.
I don't trust that at all.
Because I'm not on camera, I've turned around.
Yeah.
So I can't. I stopped looking at him. I can't do it.
All right, we got to take a break. I think I've had as much as I can take over here with this. We'll get back into this stuff later or whatever, like maybe when the sleaze jumps off. But we got to talk a little bit of wrestling while the sleaze is here. Get off my screen, you
smiley bitch!
Smilers, gigglers. There, we did.
You got two of them that can't smile through the whole thing, and then you got that one dickhead that just his face is like the Joker.
He does. He reminds me of the Joker. I was thinking about this last night after I had seen some of these clips, and I went, he's like the Dabbleverse Joker. Just wear the green suits, color your hair green.
Right, and laugh at everything. And
purple suits, I think, right? Yeah, purple would be better.
Right.
Green hair, and then you just be yourself, and everybody will be annoyed and be like, why the fuck is he laughing all the time?
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised they haven't thought of that, because they've thought of every other annoying fucking thing. Why haven't they thought of this?
My other thought I had, the greatest Joker, you know who they missed on? They could have easily made Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, God,
the Joker in some Batman thing, and it would have been perfect.
Holy shit. I never thought of that.
That's right.
That's hilarious.
How about this news, Sleaze?
Oh,
so
boy.
Samuel Zayn, he has the belt for 9 days. He won it in Saudi Arabia, and everybody popped, and it was great and everything. And a big part of the audience, like Dr. Huge, was what are you doing? You really think that this is gonna work? So I knew immediately he was a placeholder, and they knew he was too. That's how they treated him. CM Punk came back, or as they call him these days, CM Hogan. CM Hogan is back, brother, and he took the strap right off him in Chicago. Let's go, CM Punk. Where's my CM Punks? There he is. What do you think about? Shut up. What do you think about all this, Sleaze?
It was a surprise when Sammy won, right? I'm like, okay, so they're going this way. For a second, I'm like, okay, something different. Even though it's Sami Zayn, I was conflicted because I was like, all right, maybe I'll give it a chance. And then the other side of me was like, what the fuck are we doing with Sami Zayn? Instantly, like you said, placeholder. I love that Punk came back and took the belt. And did you hear the rumor? They had it going when they were talking about people's contracts and all that stuff. They were like, oh, yeah, they went to a top guy and they asked him to take a 50% pay cut. Supposedly it was Sami Zayn. They convinced him somehow to take a 50% cut. I don't know if that's true. That's what I've been reading online. And it makes sense now because they're like, probably during the negotiations, they're like, hey, we'll pay you half what we're paying you, but we'll give you the WWE title. And him being a purist, he was probably like, well, that's my legacy and all that shit.
It's my legacy.
Yeah. A fake belt, a fake title. So it'd be interesting to see if that's actually true. If he did take a 50% pay cut, like I can't imagine he was making more than maybe $1 or $2 million a year. Mm-hmm. So to cut that in half, like Jesus.
Well, these guys need their money.
Yeah.
CM Punk and Bret the Hitman Rhodes over here.
Yeah.
So wow, and now these guys are gonna feud, right? That's what's happening, and
right.
The word is the pop wasn't very big when that announcement was kind of made that this was the new feud going into the future, because everybody knows what's happening before it even happens, and they talk about, oh, there's no leaks and there's no this and that. How does everybody know everything?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, supposedly they didn't know about Sami Zayn. At least the marketing department didn't. That was a story last week. So they were very upset. This is just a rumor, but once they put the belt on Sammy, they're like, what do you want us to do with, the toys and the this and the that? Like, because now it's all of a sudden Sami Zayn and it's Sami Zayn. You expect us to sell this?
Yeah. It was you know what it was? It was a Kofi Kingston situation where it's like, okay, so you've been here long enough, we're gonna give you this one thing. And then it's not gonna last long. Like as soon as he won the title, I'm like, this is like, I thought it was gonna be like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? I didn't think he was gonna go into SummerSlam. You can't sell SummerSlam with Sami Zayn as fucking WWE champion. But 9 days, like, holy shit.
I actually like it.
I did. I'm like, fine. I don't care.
Putting it on him, I did not like. Yes, Soy Jack face, Oracle, thank you for reminding me. That's another guy. He's a Carl to me. I see Sami Zayn, and I just start going,
yeah.
All right.
Oh, the other night when Cody got hurt and then they interviewed Sami Zayn and he did this like wow face for like way too long. He's like, oh my God, Cody's hurt. And it was like way too fucking long. I'm like, get that goddamn title off him tonight.
Yep.
So
every picture online for the past week or so with him with the title in the air, with the mouth open and the eyes and the I don't like that.
I hate it. I hate the whole fucking presentation.
Yeah, it's like go make some fucking YouTube thumbnails then, Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
With all that Soy Jack face.
I just hate people like the people we just watched on the Dabbleverse that they think their humor is funny, but they're the only ones that think their humor is funny.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves.
That's right. Life. He's a comedian too, right? The Sami Zayn.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. That's right. Oh, my God. This is all connecting like way too much. He even did the roast with Tony Hinchcliffe and all them fucking hacks. Oh, my God. They're cringe too. I try to like the Kill Tony stuff. I don't mind stand-up. I grew up on stand-up comedy. But right. I watch it these days, the way it's done now with the phones and things, it's weird, cloudy, getting type shit now.
It's
like nobody's just doing what they're supposed to do to like go out there and do some jokes, make people laugh.
Yeah, yeah. And what they think is funny is not funny. It's just not funny. The whole thing with comedy is you sit down, you're a funny person, you write some material, right? You hear it all the time in like documentaries and shit. Oh, okay, so I had this joke and I tried it on a crowd. It didn't work, so I didn't use it again. These motherfuckers will write a joke, it doesn't work, and they continue to fucking say the same joke. Like it's not working.
I don't know. Everything just sucks, and this is just another...
horrible.
WWE doing this, they're all about the cheap pops right now.
Oh, yeah.
They only care about cheap popping everybody. Yep. For life, brother. Right? That's all they're doing. So everything that many people are about these days is strictly the money. And I get it. I'm not acting like I'm some artsy fartsy. Oh, it's all about the art of the matter and make it really great and stuff like that. You got to make money, but where's the limit on some of this stuff? Maybe calm down a little bit and put in some reps some days. Like, act like you're actually trying to make something, create something. The WWE is not trying to create anything except profits.
Right. And I don't know if you've heard about this too. And it's 2 weeks away. So SummerSlam is 2 weeks away. And sometimes it surprises you with the ticket sales at the end and all this stuff. They start, giving out comps and they'll discount and all this shit. But for 2 nights, each night so far has only sold like 20-something thousand tickets. We're 2 weeks away. So what we've been saying since we came back about them being greedy and all this shit is finally catching up with them. Their audiences have gone down. If you listen to Michael Cole every fucking Monday, they used to be in like the 15s and 20s and all this shit. Now they're in the 10s and the 8,000s and the 7,000s. So it's catching up to them.
Good. Yeah, hopefully people are starting to say, no, I'm not paying for this anymore.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Especially the big live events. You're going to go sit up in the nosebleeds and pay out the ass for what? For the same thing you saw last month and the month before? Like literally the past year and a half, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, that Netflix stuff, them going over to Netflix, we thought it was actually going to be a positive, though. Because it's like, if I have to pay to just have one show now, like, because I wasn't getting Netflix for anything. I would get it maybe once a year for a month to catch up on certain things I wanted to watch, and I'd be done with it. But to keep it now forever to just watch Raw, and this is what they've been giving you since then is like, whoa, they're actually going backwards. We thought that we were going to get more blood, more cussing, and we kind of a little bit did when The Rock came back the second time around and all this and the Cena things and all that. But No. They're now censoring blood. Like, did you hear that story a couple weeks ago? Braun Breaker taking on Seth Rollins. They're censoring the blood. They're Well, are you out of your mind? We're paying for this.
Yeah. Well, they think they're being edgy lately. I don't know if you noticed. And I haven't watched Raw. I'll tell you the truth right now. The first time I watched Raw from beginning to end was last Monday. And that was because me and my girl wanted to sit there and watch it. I didn't have work.
It looked like a good show too.
It was a decent show. It was, but I realistically haven't watched it. But they've been thinking they're edgy by saying shit a lot more. You know what I mean? And it's like, but then you go to the rewatch and they bleep it out. It's like, what are we doing?
They want it all.
Yeah,
they want all the whole audience. They won the little babies and the adults and all that. And they lost me. They had lost me a while back. It's going to be hard to get me back. I might get SummerSlam, but probably not. I mean, it's 2 days, right? So that makes me go, well, I could miss one night and still watch the other night and be fine and even catch up on stuff, whatever. I might do it. It's just, I don't want them to get any more money. Have you heard the story of Ari Emanuel and him talking with Vince McMahon? And he supposed like there was a leak call recently of him. A part of the deal of selling to TKO was he was going to help him with this whole civil matter.
Yeah,
with that lady that, you know,
it's the shits.
Took the shits or whatever you want to call it. But it's just everything's just so crooked and corporate these days. It stinks. I don't want anything to do with it. And have at it. Have all the Danhausen and Sami Zayn and CM Punk you want. You know, all of a sudden, again, the stories lately of CM Punk is a great man and everybody loves him and they heard horror stories, but he's changed. Maybe he has changed his ways, but I wouldn't trust any of these master carnies, as they kept saying on the TNA Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, I've always appreciated the guys that have been in the business that don't get involved with the backstage stuff. You know, they go straight home, like Bret Hart. You know what I mean? Like, he was a guy back in the day. Yeah, once in a while he'd go out and have beers with the guys, but he was a family guy, stuck to himself. They don't get, swooped up in all the horse shit.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I don't know. Well, let's get back into some Dabbleverse stuff. That was we did a decent amount of wrestling. Babe, you got to hear my takes on this Lady K.
Oh, boy.
And Chad. They're beefing. I mean, this is great, big news. This is the biggest thing going on to me in that space. So let's goof on Carl some more. Hey, Carl's goofed on me, right? Calls me Ava. You sound like Ava. You look like Ava. Or do I? Do I really?
He looks like a bag of dicks.
But I get it. You're doing a show, right?
Hey, look at this fucking guy. He's talking about you? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about me, Lady K?
Yeah.
I'm a tough nerd. You're one of the weak ones.
They're gaylords.
What? Can we say that, YouTube TOS? Maybe.
Yes. I looked it up.
And Brett was always Dave Sayers' favorite. Well, you and the Sleaze over here have something in common. That's your number one, right?
Hell yeah. Number one wrestler. Let me get that straight.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels was my favorite until he blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah. And then he blocked you, and then he went bald and cross-eyed. So.
Yep. He probably blocked me because you called him Leatherface on the show one day. Mm-hmm.
Those are jokes.
It's all your fault. Yeah, I know. And now I know him as HB Nose Hairs because he just shows off those fucking huge crinkly nose hairs on NXT because he's the NXT house dad.
How cringy is that? It's fucking gross.
Yep. The super kicking days are over. He was so handsome, Sleaze.
Yeah.
But now ever since he become old and bald and cross-eyed, he hates us.
Yeah. Oh, well. We were good friends to him.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even know what food you ordered. I mean, maybe you were blackout drunk, and I bet you don't remember what happened.
I'm telling you what happened. I got punched. That happened. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I will fucking die on that Great. That happened.
But there was such a big puddle of oil, because you said there was a can of oil that was open. There was such a big puddle of oil that it got all over your hands and you wiped it all over your face?
Yeah, and I actually went back and I did a live stream, and I'm sure someone has it somewhere. It's been so long. And I showed the area and I showed everything. You see the oil on the rocks and everywhere. It's there. It was there.
So
I
you
showed the
ordered
whole crime scene.
That's true, Dave. He went to a show when he was younger, and the live events, they do the matches that they're going to do on the shows, and he saw I'll just read it. I'm still a little salty because I went to a non-televised show in SoCal where Brett won the title, but next day on Raw or whatever, it was someone else. Yes, it was devastating. I don't know. I was never devastated by wrestling because I had Uncle Old School around going, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. You know. In the meantime, while he believes it more than I did when I was 5, right? That was amazing stuff. But yeah, Uncle Old School, still to this day, he's like, is he really hurt? And I'm like, yes, he's really hurt. His leg literally went sideways, bro. We all saw it. He's really hurt. So that's what I have to deal with. And then when Goldust won the Intercontinental title, yep, you were completely done. Which is crazy because that was the beginning of probably the best era in wrestling history. 1996, going into 97, 98, 99. That's the Attitude Era right there. And man, it was amazing. 2000 was great. That's when they were like peaking, you know? And remember they were like, Vince McMahon's the first billionaire, and it was like a huge deal. Now we got billionaires all over the place, and nobody else has any money, right?
Yeah.
Inside, but where did it started inside and went outside? Is that?
It's an outside bar, and you would have to see the visual of where I'm talking about. I went there and I did the whole thing. I did like a Geraldo Rivera Capone vaults. This is where it happened. This is where the scene was, and I mean this was so long ago. I know, but I did get pumped.
I know, right? Because you're stupid and you don't want to talk about anything, right?
Yeah. He's talking about the Geraldo Rivera Al Capone thing. That is, it happened in like 1987. Nobody knows about that now.
Yeah. They don't even know that, like, E.T. I dated a girl, Sleaze, 10 years ago. Doxing myself a little bit. I was still an old crusty man, but she was like 22, 23, and she didn't know who Bill Cosby was.
Fuck off.
She had no idea who Bill Cosby was.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's hot. Right?
Yeah.
No, I was kind of like, oh, wow.
Let me be your dad and teach you everything.
Yeah. We teach you the ways. Well, by the way, Bill Cosby used to do this. Here, try this drink. And she was like,
a little bit of the bubbly.
Yep. Chad's blowing up, bro. I mean, he put up a GoFundMe to do a special. He's going to do a comedy special in the year 2026 AD, everybody.
Wow.
And he's looking for IMAX cameras like the Odyssey. He's looking for sound design by THX, right?
Yeah.
He's looking for Spielberg, maybe Martin Scorsese can direct your comedy special, Chad. This is the mindset of these guys these days, or at least this guy. So when people are like, I don't like Chad, and he does this and he does that, I get it. Listen, you can't be taking you need $10,000 to shoot a fucking special these days? No, you got your phone. You get a friend with another phone for another camera angle. How about this? Here's a crazy thought. You get 3 camera phones. Because since everybody's got one, maybe you know 2 people to show up to your event. They go to either sides of the stage. You get some tripods. You put the phones up, and you edit it afterwards. And you don't need anybody for this. You can do it by yourself with fucking $40 software like Dr. Huge does.
Yeah. To me, nothing says you're a successful comedian when you have to go online and do a GoFundMe. You know?
And Earl. You know what? Don't talk to me about this Earl. I'll get on this Earl's case too. How dare this Earl not respect the Huge and tell me he doesn't even want to do my show?
Fuck him.
I sent him a message, said, hey, come on my show sometime, Earl. You know about wrestling. You have a Sting mask that you wear sometimes on your show. I got nothing. So go fuck yourself, Earl. Have fun with the Kennedys and the Kennedy curse.
Yeah, Earl.
Yep. He just asked Rocco so he don't troll the show. Oh, I get it. There's some layers to these works and shoots, Sleaze. Dave Sayers, he's way dug in the verse, so he knows. You know what I'm saying? So I will always take you, New Jersey Ranger. Basically, I align with your thoughts. I don't like all the people. Like, he likes Ray. I don't like Ray. No. You like Gino. I definitely don't like Gino, but you're still two of the best philosophers in all the Dabbleverse. Yep, not to pull rank, but I'll get him for you if you'd like. I would.
Yeah.
And then I can yell at him in person or in screen and say, how dare you don't think you know about wrestling, you don't know about Dr. Huge at this point, or the Sleaze. Like, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck your own face.
Mm-hmm. I'll take you to the Chippequatic or whatever they called it back in the day. That's even before my time. I don't know nothing about history, Sleaze.
I think anybody that wants to smoke with us, stop being a pussy and come on the show.
That's right.
You know, you master debaters.
They will come in the chat and yell at us and stuff, and then we'll come on the show, and they're like, nope. Quad, stop ducking me, Quad. But, he'll come on and try to porn bomb me or something, so I got to watch myself with these people. They're going to try to take my channel. How will I ever get to 500-something subscribers again? And probably never hit the like button and the subscribe button and the bell button.
How am I going to feed my kids?
Right. I can't feed any of my kids, Sleaze, without likes.
Right.
Yep. There's a new thing, by the way, in this Dabbleverse where they act like nobody knows who I am. I don't know if that's like the cool thing or whatever, but people they unfollow me, they stay away from me. Grillo, for example, on MLC the other day from the Howard Stern show. Sleaze. I had Grillo on like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Right? And we chopped it up and everything. We even talked about the Dabbleverse for a hot second towards the end and how he was not going to get into it. And he heard about it. And, I'm going to stay away from that. Yeah, sure you did. Now you're fucking balls deep up in the Dabbleverse. But he was on MLC. And I did Stuttering John with him when he was on. And Brendan asked him about me through a super chat. And he's like, I don't know. Who's that? Who is that? Yeah. I've only done multiple hours and hours of we have each other's numbers.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who I am. Chad doesn't know who I am. Grello doesn't know who I am. Fucking Brennan says my name wrong every time it's brought up. It's ridiculous. These people out here are trying to big time me for the exception of really Dave and a handful of others. And what is it? Is it the color of my skin?
It's disappointing about Grillo because you gave him a platform to sit there and promote his book. We went and did all that. He was like, "Oh yeah, you guys are great. I'll come back on." And now all of a sudden he doesn't know you. Fuck off.
He didn't know me when he was on Stuttering John. Oh, I didn't know. And I'm like, we just did a show, and then we watched clips of the show he did with me. Right. Yeah. And I honestly get that one because he was fucking trashed.
Oh, he was hammered.
He was stone cold trash, pouring beers probably all over his face and his chest. He was glassy eyed and shit, but it still made for a good show. And then I went on with him and John, and he doesn't remember me from that either. You weren't even drunk on that show, bro.
Yeah. Well,
you know what it is? I think he doesn't. I don't know what it is, but I think he's miffed by me because, the statement that I made that I equated High Pitch Eric to him, and he hates High Pitch Eric, and I didn't even know it. And then there was just me. He went on Stuttering John's show, and then John brought me on 5 minutes after, and he thought it was going to be all about him, like his introduction into like the real Dabbleverse and stuff. And it's like, nope, Dr. Huge is here too. So I think he was like upset by that as well. So he doesn't know me. So, okay.
Well, a lot of those old whack packers, they were all very selfish, you know?
He's not a whack packer, Sleaze. He will, oh my God.
Fuck off.
So mad.
He's a whack packer. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. He was in that same category.
Yeah, they might confuse me with Chow, to be honest, because of the YouTube name. Yeah, the doctor, yeah. Dr. Chow, Dr. Huge. I don't know.
Stupid.
Could be. I mean, he looks like Mark Zuckerberg, and I look like, I don't know, Brad Pitt in his prime? I think. Hold on, I got cum in my throat.
You're like Brad Pitt and Troy.
Yeah, they should have made me the, what's his name? Hercules?
Achilles.
I thought I was about to say he was bicep or some other part of the body. But yeah, I could be Achilles. I'd be better suited to be Achilles than that. Isn't a trans guy Achilles in this new Odyssey?
Oh, I'm sure. Or black, or I don't know.
How dare you say black?
Helena Troy is black in that, isn't she? That's inaccurate.
What?
It is.
Yeah.
She was Trojan or Greek or something.
And then our favorite, Travis Scott, you know, who helped ruin wrestling a while back. He's also in it as, I think, Plato, the poet.
See? I didn't know that. Travis Scott is Plato. I'm not seeing this fucking movie.
Elliot Page, that's right. It's it's a woman, bro. That's a woman. I don't know what is everybody talking about? Why would you want to change? Why do you want to change your show that you showed up in? I'm gonna lay it out like that because I don't care about all the politics and all the stuff about it. It's just really, to me, I'm just like, why do you want to change what you were given? And go ahead.
They recently had pictures of him, I guess I'm going to call him. I guess he's been training to box or fucking MMA fight or something. And they showed the surgically altered fucking chest and all that. And I got grossed out. I'm like, that's no.
You're a bigot, Sleaze.
I'm something. I'll tell you that.
Not to get into it. It's just do whatever you want, everybody. But, I don't get it. I guess I'm not evolved enough to understand.
Well, you should catch up.
That's right. See, Dave knows about these things. So you must be hanging out with Sam Tripoli and them guys. See, I was, it's funny. You know Kurt Metzger? He's a stand-up, goes on. He's the Jimmy Dore guy and does a bunch of podcasts and things. Wears wigs.
Right.
I thought about doing that back in the old Periscope days. And then I thought about it. And I'm like, do I really want everybody having a picture of me in a wig every other day? A different one. I'm like, nah, not really. We can do that with AI now. So
yeah. We don't even have to be on anymore.
Right.
Visually. We could just AI the fuck out of this.
We could.
Just like everybody else.
But Metzger, whenever I hear him talk, I just kind of like laugh to myself because he's me in 2008. Like when I was going crazy with all this Tavistock groups and, Council on Foreign Relations and all this stuff. And it's like, you can't tell anybody this stuff because they don't care.
Yeah.
So I learned to just keep it to myself over the years. And because, otherwise everybody's just going to, first of all, not listen. And then they're going to go, well, I'm a fucking idiot, right?
I thought that as years progressed, people would get wiser. And it's the total opposite. So, yeah, a lot of those stuff, like, and we've talked about things like that and shit over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you could introduce it to somebody else and like, let me think about that. And everybody's like, no, I'm too dumb now.
And you know what, Dave? I've been thinking about that a lot lately, too. I believe he is also a federale. I think Dore is. Well, they give it away. Rogan is clearly military intelligence Same with Door. They even they say it on their shows. They're like, I have a guy that knows about this and knows about that. Alex Jones, the same thing. I don't trust any of these fucking people.
No,
even the ones that they're hitting on things, and I'm like, that's true. You see what Kurt does, though. He looks wacky enough where nobody's going to believe it. So I think that's like a part of the rollout. They want everybody to know, but they don't want you to do anything about it. And if they do it in this fashion, it's kind of psychologically how this works.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And everybody's got an in. You know what I mean? Like Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, they're fucking famous for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, well, our inside guy said that, Sami Zayn's going to be fucking heavyweight champion for 10 years, and it's a solid fucking lead. And 2 seconds later, they're like, yeah, that's not true.
Yep. It's what Jess used to do to me every time I'd be on the show. And she'd be like, that news report is from Meltzer.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, now we can't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Because we all know it's like a work, you know?
Now you know it's horse shit. Great. Had a whole segment, and you ruined it.
What's up, Stalin19? Don't do any clips of my show. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I am not looking for it. Listen, I would like to get on MLC. I'm trying to get on MLC because from my own personal satisfaction. It would be like Brennan going on Letterman, me going on MLC. I can't wait to have everybody call me the N-word.
Oh, God.
Say all kinds of nasty things about me.
Do it.
But it's my favorite show. So
yeah.
As far as like listening podcast show, ever since I got into my 20s, I barely watch anything sleaze. I just listen to everything.
Yeah. You know what my favorite show is?
Care Bears?
Well, that's first. Second is this show. Like and subscribe.
That's right. Everybody likes and subscribes to Dr. Huge Show. You'll get more. The more I get, the more I'll do. I'll do more shows if everybody's interested. If not, then who cares? I'll just fucking drink and play Madden then. So Gino and Chad going to be at the store tonight. Oh, they're talking in the chat. Look at this.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
We're gonna dox them right now.
Yeah,
live.
Fuck us. Yep.
Are you going? We're gonna know where Dave Sayre is, folks, in a minute. Now that I know Gino is going, I probably won't. What happened? I gotta get you on, Dave. You know what? Don't tell us in the chat. Let's save it. Maybe this week we'll do a show for an hour or so. And I want to know all the gripes. I heard you used his face clippers to shave your balls.
What?
So we got to get into that news. That's big news in the Dabbleverse, Sleaze. And then Philly Sports Pride in the building.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And Dave
Pride in the sports.
The head of the Clippers Union, and he tells us who we can and cannot clip it. Okay. So that's I just got to know whose dick to wash and whose balls to ride.
Right.
And we'll get on that.
Bukkake.
Tell Dave not to be a pussy boy. Dave, don't be a pussy boy.
Pussy boy.
Don't ever do that. Everybody gets along in Dr. Huge Show chat, and they all follow each other if you don't already.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if you act up, you're going to get it.
Yep, I'll block you. You want to get blocked? And then you'll be all mad and you'll talk about me online. That's the main reason I used to do that, Sleaze. I'd block people, and then they would go on a tangent about me online, and I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
Subscribers, here they come.
Happened to me a couple of months ago where I said something, somebody replied. I went to go fucking give a retort, and they had blocked me. So I go on their fucking page, and no, somebody else that is friends with me started reposting their shit that they were saying about me. It's like, thanks. Free advertising. Fuck face.
I'm not even kidding. The amount of times I've had people go, I didn't even know your show existed until I heard this other show trashing you. And then I went and listened. I went, oh, he's kind of cool. And these other guys are assholes. So I like that.
Now, was it Cheetos from Stoney's? No, it wasn't. Did he say Cumia's country? No, that was all fabricated. And I just did it on the whim. I had no idea it was going to become what it was. I had no idea Jim and Sam were going to be talking about it. I had no idea it was going to do what it did.
Again, in the chat, guys, is it me or is Bob Levy is Bob Levy kind of completely useless in the podcast game? I say he's got his brand, right? He's a known commodity out here. But what does he do? What does Shmuel Buckman do? What a lot of these guys do? I don't know what they do.
They're comedians, Huge. You're supposed to just get that.
Well, you should be saying like funny things or, acting up or something.
Yeah. There'll be times, to be honest, and I'll be honest with the audience too, that either, I'm busy or I'm tired or I'm not feeling good and da-da-da and this, that, and the other thing. I don't come on the show and just become comatose. I give you something. Even though it takes a lot. I don't get these motherfuckers. We're 10 minutes into this thing, and Bob Levy has said maybe 3 things.
Mm-hmm. He repeated what Carl said.
Yes.
Bob was always best crapping on Rob's song, was he? That's another one. Rob tried to get me on a bunch of times, but, I hear that he's sober these days. I clearly am not. So, when I was trying to get on while he was, I guess, a drunkard and things, he was ignoring me.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now I'm ignoring you.
Well, it's the same with Bob Levy back in the day when he was popping pills and shit. He'd talk to me all the time. As soon as he got sober, I never heard from him again. I would literally wake up and go to Twitter, and Bob would leave me messages like, "Hey, man, this is funny, da-da-da." And then he had a crash out where something happened, and he was like, "Yeah, I got to cut all my shit out." And I seriously have not heard from him in fucking 13 years.
It's unbelievable because, you've been on this show forever, since day one was Ish. And then I send Bob a link. This is a long time ago. I sent him a message like, "Hey, come on the show sometime." I'm very easy. I'm just like, even if you want to show up for 15 minutes, if you even want to show up for 5 minutes and this ain't your thing, you can just fucking leave. I don't care. I'm going to do the show regardless. So,
right.
And you know what? Like Earl, no message back. And I'm like, what the fuck? So you'll talk to the sleaze. You won't talk to me. You won't even message me back about doing the show. Just tell me no. It's fine. Tell people no. If you don't want to do it, say, I don't want to do it. I respect that. I'll go, okay, I'll never ask again.
Yep. We're going to call it being gorillaed.
Yeah. I don't want to be grilloed out here by everybody.
Right.
Chad grilloed me years ago going, I don't know who you are. Oh, is that right? Only been in your chat forever. It'd be me going, who's Dave Sarah?
Yeah.
Never heard of this guy. Got it.
I'm sure if I contacted Bob, he'd be like, "Who are you?" It's like, fuck off.
See, I don't go the family route, Dave.
Yeah.
Talk about daughters and things, even though his daughter's old, and I guess I will talk about it for a minute. I just got to let the sleaze know. So I guess Levy's daughter, she was an OnlyFans girl before, but now she's a Areola's Grande lookalike.
Okay.
And then they're making a show off of it or something, off of her basically trying to steal her likeness.
This is a thing. Like a show on television?
It's like a Black Mirror episode, yeah.
Okay. This is what we're doing now. Cool.
Mm-hmm. You'll have to tell me what that is, Stalin. The Dabble dashboard. Yeah, they don't even consider me a part of the Dabbleverse, and I'm fine with that, to be honest. I'm not trying to get in. I don't want the membership card sent to me or anything.
Oh God, they have a membership card?
I've been doing this before the Dabbleverse was a thing. I like to report on it because I enjoy it, like you guys do, obviously. But yeah, listen, I'm doing a show too, so I may complain about things and riff on things and not actually mean it completely, but I would like to be on MLC. I do mean that. And I think Brennan doesn't want to deal with any new people like Dr. Huge, I don't think. I think he said something to the effect of that yesterday. I remember a lot of things, except the really important stuff.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I can remember songs from 1992, but I can't remember my social security number.
Yeah, it's weird. I wonder what it is. Right.
All right.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Anyway, let's play a little more of this clip. I still got a little more Carl bashing in me. Chad, you know, I haven't really bashed Chad either. It doesn't matter if I do. He doesn't know who I am. So.
Yeah, fuck him.
So you're proud of yourself. So you're happy that you
I'm
made
not.
it.
I was I couldn't believe how big it got to the point.
It was big. It was big,
insane.
and it gave great material for everybody. And there's a fact. I mean, Kevin actually, we thought it was real, for a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
Oh, that was a good storyline on MLC. I was tuning in every day.
And with that being said,
that's when I kind of first really started getting into MLC, was the whole Kumia's Country thing. That's why I got some respect for Chad. It's not, listen, he may not have the greatest hee-hees and ha-has as far as a stand-up or whatever, but he's doing it. He's doing
what I noticed? You know what I noticed with these people too is, like, if they have somebody from the outside come in and they're super funny and talented, they hate that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I've seen it through all this platform of just my own research. So they'll start jumping. So I think that's what's happening with you. You came on, you're entertaining, you're everything you are, and they said, well, fuck this guy.
Listen, I'm not here to pump my own tires and pat myself on the back, but nobody else is really doing it. So
I just did.
Well, you did. You do it. I mean, come on. You're my guy here. So
right.
Because we're not gay anymore, but you're still my guy.
I'm not gay no more.
But
it's not gay if you're buddies.
I kind of know what I'm doing with this shit as far as like carrying a show. Since I'll do it for hours on end. All by myself, no help from anybody, even the sleaze. As great as the sleaze is, and I would love to have more guests. I was supposed to get Clearwater Chad on today, but I don't pay him. I don't pay anybody, so that might be a little tough since Scrooge McDuck over there is holding everybody hostage from old Dr. Huge. See, I'm getting it from I'm fighting through this, those sleaze. We're gonna make it.
We are. We're gonna make the test of time.
Can't tell me Lady K is better than Dr. Huge, really?
Fuck off.
He's got the numbers, he's got the marketing down and all that horse shit. He ain't better than Dr. Huge. Get the fuck out of here, Lady K. I will put you back in the locker so fast, bro.
Fucking guy calls himself Lady K. Fuck off.
No, he doesn't call. We call it that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kumia Country is fine. It's an okay lie, but stolen bike? No. I can't wait to go to Kumia Country one day, sleaze. I'm gonna steal all the bikes.
Where is this now?
Probably in South Carolina. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Somewhere
we'll
in the deep south.
Yeah.
So, not an oil painting like CWC. CWC, I went and ran on this last time I was live. I'm like, this fucking CWC goes on here and eats a salad for like a half hour or whatever, just downs all kinds of food, and he gets way more views than Dr. Huge.
We got to start doing that shit, I guess.
We got to do something.
I mean? We got to start selling out and eating food and being unfunny and not stopping smiling.
CWC's funny though. He's great at eating food, to be honest. So
yeah, we could do it.
I don't know. The eating food gimmick, that's taken. I'm thinking of something right now. Can I laugh at everything?
You know what we do? No, that's taken. You could just start ironing your clothes during the show. Think outside the box. Okay. I'll start clipping my toenails, during the show.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
All right. We'll think about it. We'll brainstorm later. Have a brainstorming meeting.
Yep. Maybe here's a good one. Maybe I'll just shave my taint through the whole show. I'll just shave my taint.
Yeah, that's the other thing, Dave Sarah. Like, listen, this is why Dr. Huge doesn't want to really be involved with the Dabbleverse. Like, I like it. I like to watch it. I want to be like a character in it and be play. I'll put it like this. I'm being completely honest. Nobody has to be mad at me about this statement I'm going to make, or think that I'm going out of my way to do something about getting into people's personal things or whatever. I'm not. I don't care. I truly believe that where there's smoke, there's fire. I've always said this, Sleaze. And with the Dabbleverse, there's too much talk about kids.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody that was on a show that actually dealt with that stuff and is now in prison because of it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I know where that person like resides, and you hear about where all the other people reside and who's friends with who. And I know that these type of guys online anyway like to click up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think there's something like that going on. At least a little bit. It could be one other person, could be nobody, right?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get. And that's why I don't want to get in the deep end with a lot of these people.
Yeah, no. And it's a lot of people that I just, I say a lot of shit. I've said a lot of shit over the years and stuff like that. That might be to some people over the line. But then there's stuff that's over the fucking line. And I don't want to associate with people like that. You know what I mean? We were friends before this. We're still friends. Been friends for 20-something years or something. I'll talk to you because I know where your fucking morals are. And we don't talk about shit that is going to make me fucking uncomfortable. We don't have people on that.
Well, it's just like, let me put it like this. And this, obviously, this is just a hypothetical, me trying to compare. Imagine I'm like, oh my God, one day I come on and I'm like, the guy I've been doing shows with for the past 10 years and helped me do the Huge show and actually create the whole thing and everything is like in jail for that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And I never knew, you know what I mean? Like never even caught a hint of like anything like that. Yeah, like, I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's honestly the main reason why I'm not trying to, if I was like anybody else and smart enough, I know I could probably be monetized already if I wanted to really go all out and do the Dabbleverse thing. I'm not going to do that.
No,
I'm not going to do it because I sense it.
Yes.
I feel it out there. And I'm like, I don't want that.
I'm a very good sense of, I can get a sense of a person really quick. You know what I mean? And it's like, for instance, if we met, 20 something years ago and I get a fucking creepy vibe from you, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I understand that 100%.
And that could be a part of the reason why people don't want to deal with me over there either, which is kind of fun. Like, it's funny to me because I know there are people like that. I wouldn't call it afraid. They're worried about all other people prying into their personal lives and what they do, everything about them and all this stuff. That's like what all these people go to over in this space. But I think I'm smart enough that I could fight back and win.
Right.
And they don't want me around because of that, which is smart. That is also very smart.
That's what I was saying. Whenever somebody comes on that actually has the talent and is entertaining and can fight back, they don't like that. None of them do. And it's, you know what it is? It's a guilty conscience. It goes back to something that's in the back of your head that you're paranoid about. And yeah.
That's true, Dave. You never come across it. I've actually come across it in my personal life, and it's not a guy like I was like friends with, but I would DJ certain places in Providence, and there was a bar I would play at, and there was always a guy there. It was like one of those gothic nights, Sleaze.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a guy there that was always like in the scene, and he would like take pictures for people and then send it to them, and be like, hey, oh, that's cool, thanks for the pics, whatever. And turns out he was into that business one day.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
And I think I know who you're talking about.
And you may even be like, of course, but when you're in that world with a bunch of other people that are all tattooed up, and, the metal scene, basically, right. Goth stuff and everything, it's like you can't like pinpoint anybody just because of that.
Yeah, yeah.
because everybody kind of looks like a freak in a way, but generally those people are very nice and down to earth. But this one was not.
Yeah. But if you had somebody like, for instance, same person, if he constantly was making jokes about like, well, you know, I drove by a high school today, you know, use your imagination, you would be like, well, what the fuck? You know, that's not funny. And there's something going on here.
And then like Dave's saying, like, you think you're right when people know you're not a creep, other creeps stay away. And that's kind of the vibe I'm trying to put out there, 'cause I do want to repel.
Yes.
And plus, you know, I talk about wrestling and stuff, which it, you know, it's been PG for like 20 years.
Right.
So I get that. That's weird too. But there's plenty of guys like me that are very, very, very normal. We grew up. This is more of a nostalgia thing than it is, oh, I want to be around little kids. Believe it or not, if it were up to me, there'd be no little kids going to wrestling, and they'd be saying fuck and shit, and it would be fully for adults at this point, because I want it to be for me. I don't care about any kids being around or being involved, but you know, it is what it is. So
we went through the Attitude Era, and that was the pinnacle. I think I'm pretty sure I could speak for you. The pinnacle to us of professional wrestling. And it was very adult driven, all that stuff. One of the biggest things, if you go back, you know, in our huge catalog that we bitch about, is the fact that it's PG, you know, and they could be edgier. You know, that is, yes, that's what we've complained about for years.
It's crazy. Remember last time we went to one of the SmackDowns in Mohegan Sun? Like we were given some tickets or whatever at some... we were like on the side of the stage or what have you. Yeah. And there was a mother and a son in front of us. And I mentioned Finn Balor. And then this kid turns around and is like, oh my God, Finn Balor, blah, 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 blah. You know, he's like going off. And I'm like, oh man, cool, whatever. I'm just trying to, you know, match the energy or whatever. And his mother like grabs him and like holds him closely.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not a weirdo. I'm just, you know, fucking. I'm watching this like everybody else at a casino. I'm probably go gamble afterwards or whatever. I'm just, you know, trust me. He's the one that interacted with me first.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, what are we gonna do, sleaze? I guess we're all gonna look like weirdos until we, you know people offline, and then they can go, okay.
Especially nowadays with all the, you know, the the blue people, we'll call them, or the woke people. Yeah, if you're an adult, don't even try to talk to like some kid.
Oh, no way.
Because then you're automatically a weirdo. Like even if you're just a normal fucking dude saying, hey kid, I like your shoes or some shit, you're a fucking weirdo at that point. So yeah, I don't even interact with.
It's sad, right? It's kind of sad in the way it's like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I had like a couple of weeks ago, I'm out in fucking, you know, society. And this little girl, she must have been fucking 8 or 9. She walked by and she was really nice and she waved to me and I waved. And her dad grabbed her fucking hand. Like I was trying to scoop her up and put her in my van. And I was like, okay, I can't even fucking wave to a kid that waved at me now.
It's honestly, it's better safe than sorry these days.
Yeah.
That's why we're like hyper vigilant about it. You know, like when the mother did that, it's just like, I'm like, whatever. Like, you know. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to talk to them anymore.
Right.
But yeah, it's just the world is very, and you know what? It ain't even the men that do this a lot of the times. It's a lot of the times women, like grown-ass women that will steal your kids.
Yeah.
You know, they work for somebody, they're doing it themselves or what have you. So I will watch out for them too. So
yeah.
Yep. Oracle says a lot of people in the Dabbleverse wouldn't have lasted 10 minutes in the 2000s message boards.
Fuck no.
In chat rooms.
Hell no.
I was very rarely on there. Were you on some of those back in the day?
Oh, yeah. They were vile.
I just remember the Xbox 360 stuff, bro. Whoa.
Oh, God, yeah.
The messages I would get on that, the voicemails and things.
It's like sometimes I'll jump on something on YouTube. You know, I'll be skimming through shit, maybe watching one of our old shows. Then I'll jump on something else and, like, you'll have, like, the host saying, oh, my God, you guys are being so bad in the chat. And you read it, and you're like, really? They're being tame as fuck. Like,
yeah. There's so many of them. And that's why I don't want to focus on it too much. It's like a gross topic. But, you know, it had to be said at some point when I talk about this space. Because, again, when there's one, You find one cockroach, right, in the kitchen. There's probably more.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to say about that. Back to the debate.
Yeah.
This is so not a debate.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, Carl, about everything, me going to John's house, putting that thing on his door after he said for months and months and months he wanted to fight me. I said,
I agree.
Come to my house.
He told you to come to his house. I remember.
And I did. And I did that. And he called the police, Cape Coral Police Department, the sergeant, and they were going to trespass me. They canceled the gig. It all happened. But here's the thing. You guys all made money off of it. Everybody did.
What does
Literally.
that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying you guys all profited over covering it. So if that never happened, I mean, I put thousands of dollars in your account because of it.
There's other losers out there to make fun of. It doesn't have to be you.
No.
There's you to make fun of.
But you chose to make fun of him. Why? Because it would make the most money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what the fuck, Carl? Like, Chad, do you need me to like be your attorney at your next debate over here? Because clearly you didn't prepare for this. We all know that. Carl shows up with fucking his whole bullet points and everything, and he's gonna push through and destroy our beloved Mudshark. But it's he annoys me. I'm just gonna keep saying it.
You know what this debate is? It's so you did this, and he's like, no, I didn't, and but you did this, and no, I didn't, and then no, but you did this, and no, I didn't. Like,
it's like an hour of Carl going, explain this, explain that, explain this, explain that. And then Chad's just like constantly playing defense. And it's like, bro, that's not how a debate goes.
No. You bring up a topic, the other person gives their opinion, and you guys discuss.
Exactly. I'm riding with, listen, we all know I'm not a Chad fan. But I fucks with Chad way harder than I fucks with Lady Cat. Look at this guy. He's laughing about everything. It's nothing. This ain't funny.
That's how he sleeps. That's how he sleeps. Just like that.
The Joker. He got hit with the Joker's laughing gas. And now he's just constantly. Oh, everything I say is funny.
You wouldn't have made the money that you didn't for that storyline.
Okay, I guess, but what does that have to do with anything? Like, so you do things that are mockable. We mock you, and then you're like, yeah, well, look at all the money I'm making for you. It's like, yeah, but
at the end of the day, like, it's fun. It's not like the end of the world. Like, there's 900 and some people between all these platforms watching, and they're going to clip it, and everyone's going to make money from BYB to Pat Dixon to.
So who's the stupid one, really? Because I do side with Chad on this take. He does things. They pick it up. They run with it. They make the super chats off. They go, what a stupid idiot. What an idiot. Yeah, sure, he's playing the idiot part. He's getting his little cut, but you guys also make a cut off him. You can't recognize that?
Right.
I'm doing it right now. I don't really like any of these guys, but I'm not going to say, well, I'm not interested in this at all, and I hate these guys, all of this, and what they're liars, and they're stupid, and they're grifting. Well, I'm essentially doing the same thing. I'm grifting for subscribers, because that will be monetized maybe in the year 2077, right? But fuck it. Anyway.
Bob Levy, it's going to happen because we're talking.
Yes. No, I agree. So what you're saying is it justifies you having zero credibility. So you just said, I made this crazy lie and I ran with it and professed that it was the truth. You guys all made fun of me, made money. Isn't it great that I did that? It's like, sure, but don't think you have credibility ever. So when I say, I don't believe you that you had a girlfriend, I don't believe you that you actually knew the accounting on your special, don't be like.
But he's acting like as if people are watching this, not knowing there's works going on.
Right. That's the part that's blowing my mind right now.
So Carl's trying to be like the stand-up. Oh, I'm like the audience. No, the audience ain't like you, bro. We get it. We know what's going on. Everybody was calling him out for lying while he was doing it. Yeah. They knew he was lying. We would just wait. We like the lying and knowing he's lying. Get it? Yeah. You do too, Carl. That's why you make money off of it. So don't hate the player, hate the game then, I guess.
I don't know why you don't believe me, Carl, because you have zero credibility. You admit to lies all the fucking time.
But Carl, regardless, you're going to call me a liar. It doesn't matter.
No, that's not true. I'm not calling Bob a liar right now.
But it doesn't matter. I've done it. I've done it a million times, like where I'll say something and you guys are like, "That's a lie." And I'm like, "No, it's not." But that's fine. Run with it.
So do you know what credibility means? I just said it.
Yeah, I know what credibility is. I know, like, whatever. But what is this? Like, who are you guys for credibility? Like, You know, you're not in my day-to-day life. Like, I don't.
Carl's the credibility police.
Right.
He's going to tell everybody what they need to do and how they need to do it, right? Because he's the... I don't know. I thought Dave was the guy running the Dabbleverse for a second in the chat here. But maybe it's Carl?
I'm so confused. And you know what's aggravating to me is I thought, like, when I was a kid, I'm like, yeah, it's the coolest generation ever. It's going to be awesome when we take over shit and, like, entertainment and all this. What a fucking disappointment. Because our generation is shit in the bed, like, with all this crap.
Yeah, they're strictly out there for the bag.
Oh, it's sad.
It's really all about the bag. And this, I get that this is a big nothing, really, what's going on. We know what Chad's up to. We know what Carl's up to. We know what Bob's up to. But we watch it because they're the characters in this story. And this really doesn't push the storyline anywhere. It just gives them super chats. So shout out to all the people
interact with you. So it's
credibility police.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a shirt.
Oh, look at that. He credibility policed them right there.
Oh, good.
So with that being said, like it doesn't matter. This is all bullshit. This is all silliness and nonsense.
And look what John did. John said, "What kind of tape did you use that pulled all the paint off the door?" You see what I mean?
That was so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And the fact that he flew to Youngstown with that note and showed Dave, who doesn't book me anymore because of what John was telling him. These are facts. I could show you that email too. I know you like receipts. I have.
See, I think that's what we're really here for. The inside baseball, the learning who's losing jobs and, gigs at certain places, and like real hate and animosity, because that is real.
Yeah.
It's not a work. They really don't like each other. So in this world, when somebody does something that's vicious to you, the crowd pops. Again, another reason why I don't want to get into that world, because I'm more into, I would like to have a community of people like that are that help each other.
Right.
We can all goof on stuff and even goof on each other, but we're going to help each other. We're not going to try to take each other's channels down and take our shows away and all this stuff. That's just, what's the point in that?
It's counterproductive, and everybody's going to fucking implode. Like back in the day, it's a sad fucking state now. Back in the day when we started this, just a little history lesson for the new people. We did have sort of a community. It was like Get the Tables. We had other podcasts that would say, hey, we'll have you on and we'll share your shit. We shared their shit. That doesn't happen anymore. It's sad.
Yeah, it's very standoffish out here.
Yeah.
And we came in at an era where everybody was trying to help everybody else, get some eyes to see what was good and what wasn't. And, maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
But apparently we were doing something right because we were blowing up on Periscope and things. So it was an easy decision to bring the show back, after a break. But some of these other people, they get in by doing all kinds of weird, nefarious stuff behind the scenes that has nothing to do with your actual product or show that you're putting out there.
It's going to be good to see, like in the next 5 to 10 years, how many of these shows are just non-existent because of that fact. Because of the fact that people are going to catch on to, oh, well, these people are just in it for the money. They're not interested in the chats and the fucking people and all the other podcasts that follow them, and they're going to go away eventually, hopefully.
There might not be any shows 2030 on. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like the Clippers are almost done. Like pretty soon AI is going to take the Clipper game out.
Yeah.
There's going to be one guy out here clipping everything with AI. And then what?
Yeah. Everything is just so negative, like so bad. I'm even like over the summer movies, like at the beginning, they're like, oh my God, this is going to be so great for fucking movies. Critics are shitting on everything. Audiences are listening to the critics, not going to the movies. You know what I mean? People are not going to wrestling shows because of the fucking criticism. And it's killing this industry of entertainment. It really is.
The Supergirl stuff been hit hard lately.
Oh, bad.
What's the last movie you saw that you thought was good that was called bad or like whatever?
Oh,
I saw you think I watched The Running Man. Remember they remade it and everybody said how trash it was. It was good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
I like that. I liked how it was like a mix of Idiocracy with just like popcorn action movie.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. And I'm thinking of a movie and I can't fucking think of it because everybody tanked this movie. And I'm like, I don't see the problem at all. Like, I had a whole good time the entire time.
Scream 7 was good. Nobody was really shitting on it, but nobody spoke of it. And I'm like, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It's sad.
So, yeah, there are some decent things out here in the entertainment, world. It's just, I'm more into the internet stuff at this point because, I don't know, it's grittier, right? They're putting on in the works too. It's not all real and everything, but it's more accessible, right? I think that's the future of everything, being in the chats, the communities, and everything that comes from it. So,
well, it's a lot less noise. You know what I mean? Like, you can get all the noise before you go see a movie, and the noise is still stuck in the back of your head. So subconsciously, it's making you criticize everything you're watching.
Right.
So it's lessening the experience that you should be having. And that's why I think like movie theaters are fucking dying, because you're, 6 months before the movies, you got critics that are saying, don't go see this. It's horrible. It got a 26 fucking Rotten Tomato and all this shit. So you got that in the back of your head. You either just say, I'm going to wait for it to come out on streaming, or you hate it because you've been told to hate it.
Yep. And it may be for only like literally 5 seconds of a movie.
Right.
But I heard this bombed.
Yeah. I was totally against this when it fucking was. They talked about it years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Animation was fantastic. I loved fucking the first Moana movie. It was great. I'm a sucker for like Disney fucking animation. You know what I mean? So when they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do a live action with The Rock as fucking Maui," get the fuck out of here.
Trans The Rock.
Yeah.
Trailer park trash.
It's the only Rock clip I think I have.
Are you going to arrest the great one?
Yes, arrest him for this.
Of course, jabronis.
Mm-hmm. I think I got one more Rock. Let's play it just while we have him on the screen.
Go frost your hair. Do something like that.
Right. I will.
He looks like a guy in his 70s that decided he doesn't like being a dude anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's bad. It
sounds about right.
Yeah.
The Rock Rooka-Rikes. Looks like me in a wig.
Oh, it's so bad. So bad. CGI his fucking face, so he looks almost like the animation.
Right. Yeah, it should look like wonky.
Yeah. You know who could have played a Maui? Fucking Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
He would have been perfect for that shit.
Yeah, he's he's gotten up there.
Right.
I didn't say it. Don't beat me up, Bronson Reed.
He's portly. No, he lost a lot of weight. I don't know if you've seen him.
I did. Yeah, he did. But Big Show also lost a lot of weight, and then he went and did an indie show somewhere, and he it looked like the shits.
It's the shits.
Can't even walk.
Yeah, he can barely walk now. It's crazy. Not crazy. He's a fucking giant. So
it's like it is bound to happen. So he really doesn't have any knees anymore. So it's kind of like you can't work, bro, without knees.
Yeah.
You know?
He's starting to look like Scott Hall when he showed up drunk at the indie show.
Yeah.
And he couldn't walk. That's what Big Show's looking like.
Yep. Look like Kevin Nash with the ripped quads, TNA and everything coming out on stilts.
Yep. Hang it up, Big Show.
All right. Sorry to hear about your movie losses, Rock. Again, I mean, this is a second bomb in a row, they're saying.
Oh, yeah. He's so past his fucking prime. Like, it's in wrestling and entertainment. Like, he needs to just... I get so fucking, like, angry when I see his face now. And I hate that because, when he was wrestling, I loved the fuck out of him. But he's one of those that just every time I hear about him or I see him, it makes me nauseous. He needs to go away for a good, year or two. Just fucking spend your money. Come back and make good movies. That's it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then in other news, of course, Kenny Omega in the AEW scene. He's your new champion, Sleaze.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah. I'm just upset Darby Allin's not the champion anymore because
right.
I thought that was a good idea.
Well, he took the belt off of MJF. And if you don't know, this is Kenny Omega in his starring role in Hollywood. I think it was called Sissy Boy Slap Party.
Hell yeah.
That's a fact, Jack. I'm not even kidding. So if you don't know nothing about wrestling, the champion of AEW was in a very homoerotic film that looked like it was made in the 20s where they slapped each other in like a sauna or something, a bunch of men.
He's gay. Why can't he come out and say he's gay? Like he is gay.
You can't say that, Sleaze.
Yes, I can. He's gay. It's a fact.
Well, didn't he say he was bi? Yeah, he said he was bi, which is...
Did he really?
I think he did, yeah. He wore the dress when he was... remember the whole Street Fighter 2 deal?
Yeah. I remember.
Pigtails, like full blown out there. I'm pretty sure he's good with all that, and that's fine. It's just I'm just letting everybody else know that this is you're a champion.
Right, that's your champion, guys. Bang bang. Good night, sweet dreams. Whatever you say.
Yeah. And then our guy Sheamus gets kicked out of the WWE, basically. They lowballed him, too, and he's like, I'm not taking this stupid-ass New Day deal either. So we don't get to see this anymore. Drew McIntyre with the Dublin Smile. We don't get to see the Dublin Smile. Nope. Who's going to do it? Who's Irish enough to do this? Not Finn Balor.
Yeah. Not JD McDonough.
No. They're not strong enough to make people do the Irish smile like this.
Yeah. Look at his teeth.
the eyes and the teeth. The one I was looking for was the Damian Priest.
Yeah.
There's one of Damian Priest. That's the best one. And it's not. They scrubbed it off the internet because it was too good.
See, I'm a realist when it comes to these negotiations and they lowball people and stuff. So Sheamus has been in there for 20 plus years. Same with fucking New Day. You can't package them the way that you used to. You know what I mean? It happens in football, baseball, everything. Once you start, going on the downslide, they're going to give you less money. That's how it is. I don't see why people are all pissed off about it. Yep, they're going to put him in the Hall of Fame. He's going to have his time doing that. He had a great career. He was fucking world champion. You know what I mean? It's just he's 40-something years old. He's towards the end of his career. Are you going to pay him like $8 million or whatever the fuck? No. You got all these up-and-comers like Obafemi and fucking Trick Williams. You got to think about, all right, 2 or 3 years from now, we got to start paying them more money. Why are we paying Sheamus all this money? I get it.
Yep. It creeps up on you, the injuries and everything too. So it's like, we're going to pay this guy to be, not wrestling every other year.
Right.
Not pulling people's cheeks apart.
Yeah. And they'll be like, well, CM Punk is 48 years old. And he's CM Punk. You can sell him. He sells T-shirts. He goes on fucking, TV shows. He does all that. Yeah, you can market him. You can make money off him. At this point in his career, you can't make money off Sheamus. It's just, that's the facts.
What, you mean to tell me when you go to the high school parties and things, they're not all wearing Sheamus T-shirts?
Not the high school parties I go to. No.
Right.
It's on a seedy side of town. So.
The Sleaze buys them all alcohol, right?
Yeah. Don't you tell your parents.
Like that movie, what was it called? Oh, the black lady that was like buying all the kids alcohol a couple years ago, and it was like a horror movie that she started like banging some of the boys and what else? It was just a whole thing. But Ma, I think it was called Ma.
Oh, Ma, yeah, that was fucking weird.
Weird ass movies.
Yeah.
Almost as weird as Sissy Boy Slap Fight. Imagine that's your starring role and that's your champion. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure nobody forgot about that. Gunther. Gunther's gonna take on fucking the GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, which we all know is a a former pro wrestler. He was an NWA champion not that long ago. So he can go. Adam Pearce could also go, the GM of Raw. They chose to go with Nick Aldis, I guess. They've been teasing this whole one of the GMs are going to wrestle. What they need to do, if the WWE was smart and knew how to do creative at all, is you get Adam Pearce versus Nick Aldis, the two GMs to fight at Survivor Series.
Yeah. Or I was thinking, you have them team up against two other people. The two biggest assholes on each brand face the two GMs. I'd fucking pay to see that.
Or Gunther and Nick Aldis go against Pierce and one of his chosen guys.
Right.
That's all way better than what we're getting right now.
Of course.
Because Gunther's not retiring him. What comes of this?
No.
Right?
Yeah, there's no stipulation besides a match. And that's piss poor.
And say Gunther wins, Nick Aldis wins. Gunther's going to win. Gunther's not going to lose to the GM. No. He shouldn't.
No.
So what does this do for anybody?
What are they doing with Gunther?
They fucked him up.
There's a couple of people that have been on my list of like, what the fuck happened? Like Braun Breaker. What happened since he came back? He's in a fucking tag team, and he was supposed to be the next coming of Christ. You know, like what in the fuck? Logan Paul. I understand he's hurt and everything, but even before that, like he was the next golden boy. I don't get it. I don't get it. They need to be focusing, in my opinion, like after Seth Rollins was going on and on, like, oh, we're the best generation and all that. To be honest with you, this roster we have been dealing with for like 10 years now. Okay. And it's getting super stale. You have the same people in the main event picture that you've had since 2015. And it needs to be a change. I love the fact that like they have two people that I consider are going to be the two top people in this fucking company in the next couple of years. You got Obafemi and you got Trick Williams. And they're pushing them. I love that shit. Instead of the old stuff where these people came out from NXT and you heard for a month like, oh, you're rookie and you're brand new and da-da-da. They didn't do that this time. They said these guys are fucking stars. And I love that. But they need to start focusing on people that are different in these fucking main events because it's the same characters.
Yeah, when Seth Rollins went on that whole speech, it was obnoxious. And then I heard LA Knight. Did you see that promo he did with Rollins? It was perfect because it's like, brother, oh yeah, we're the best, brother, and we're great, and we're this, and we're that. And it's like, no, you're really not. You're not. Yeah. It's good. You know me, I'm a Seth Rollins guy. I think 2015 Seth Rollins is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Right.
But when you're talking about we're the best generation, we got rid of the old generation. I wasn't watching the old generation. But how about this, kids? When the Shield came around, I wasn't watching. Right. And I didn't even know who they were.
Right.
And this is Dr. Huge, who's all involved with it and everything. I learned about the Shield when Seth Rollins was already solo.
Right. Right.
I caught like the tail end of the Shield, and I was kind of like, all right, they're letting three guys from like another, like their minor leagues come up and beat everybody up, and they're really putting them over. Okay. But they talk about the Shield, the greatest faction ever. Bro, you're not even in the top 5 faction ever.
No. And my gripe with this whole thing is, okay, if you went, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6, 7, if you were to tell me that Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns were going to have a match to just get rid of all this bullshit and animosity, and all, I'm cool. In 2026, why are we still talking about the fucking Shield and the stupid chair that ended it? Why are we dragging this out? This should have happened fucking years ago. I'm going to use fucking Jim Cornette shit. It's the laziest fucking booking ever. And the build up to this has been dog shit. There's no like vignettes of like, okay, so this is how it started and blah, blah, blah. And it's just them going back and forth with the, like LA Knight said, the brother and all this. It's fucking boring.
Yep. Same hair, same beard. You know, like what are we doing here? And then you don't even have this guy anymore.
Yeah. Right. Tap.
He's terrifying.
Tap. Yeah, and Moxley's been gone, what, 6-7 years now? This is old fucking news. Mm-hmm. If they had, by chance, okay, the only way this would work, if you're going to bring up any fucking Shield shit, is if Moxley came back. Then that's a shoo-in. Then you got, okay, throw them three into something. I'll fucking pay money for it.
Absolutely.
This lingering fucking Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns shit and how it just popped up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's lazy.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
I don't want to.
No. Yeah, I've kind of... Listen, again, that's why they're building up the bloodline around Roman Reigns. Because he's boring by himself. The OTC1 deal for all of 2015 and even some of this year, you know what it is. Tell us, Roman, you know what it is.
It was the shits.
Yeah.
So they're keeping that going. It's just overall, again, that's why I'm kind of leaning Dabbleverse.
Yeah, and again, I've complained about it in recent years. Again, they have a pay-per-view in 2 weeks. How many fucking matches have they announced so far?
We got we got Danhausen in Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah.
Sleaze.
Right. Great. But for actually their second biggest pay-per-view to them, okay, they have no matches. And the only match I think in the end I'm going to look forward to, again, is the Brock Lesnar Obafemi. You know, because they're just, you're an asshole. No, you're an asshole. They fight. And then you're like, I want to see this fucking continue. You know, they used to do that every week with everybody. There's no build up to fights. It's crazy.
Yeah, to give them a few positive things. The Brock Oba stuff, that's good.
Oh,
we like that.
Yeah.
The Rusev, El Americano Grande, or
I'm
Chad
not minding
Gable.
that. Yeah,
he's Chad Gable now, but his whole, they're not going to. That's the thing that's sad. Chad Gable is probably more red hot than anybody coming off of that match against Kaiser. And they're doing good with him. He's making up with all the luchadors. He has their backs and all this. But they need to make a bigger deal out of it.
Yeah.
They're just not making a big deal out of it.
Yep, I agree. I think that after all this, he should have done everything he's doing that went right into like at least a mid-card fucking title scene. You know?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like how Gable hasn't even gotten to the IC championship at this point when he was this close fighting Gunther. And then Gunther loses to Jey Uso and Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes multiple times. Ridiculous.
3 people that I honestly would not be sad if they get off my TV for a long period of time.
Well, I got to ask you, Punk, right? You like Punk?
Yeah.
I'm not a big Punk guy. Like I'm over it, but Cody Rhodes is obviously going to be taking him on now, and they're going to make that. Does that interest you?
No, nope, not at all. And this rendition of Punk, I'm not a huge fan of. I like 2011 Punk. That was anti-establishment. I love all those characters, Stone Cold, all that kind of shit. This Uncle Phil, what I call him, character, that apparently doesn't shave his chest now, so you can see his gray hairs through his fucking tattoos. I'm not a big fan. I'm not saying I didn't pop when he came out in Chicago, and it was mostly, we haven't seen him in, since Mania and shit. But like leading up to Mania, I was done. I'm like, all right, the skipping around with AJ and shit, it's cringy.
Yep. I mean, Cody Rhodes, he's been boring forever, had the belt forever. And then CM Punk, like you said, just explained how he kind of is nowadays. There's nothing there for me.
Nope.
So again, I'm probably not going to get SummerSlam. I might. Who knows? I did get WrestleMania this year, and I already forgot it. I couldn't tell you couldn't tell you anything that happened on that show except for Brock Lesnar retiring and Bianca Belair coming out and saying she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And neither of those things mean a fuck since Brock Lesnar came back like under a month after that, and Bianca Belair has had her kid. Like, okay.
Yeah. It's it's sad. Like, even going back to the Punk Cody Rhodes thing, what I could see the backstage stuff, like I mentioned earlier, like maybe it was like, okay, we take a 50% pay cut, but we'll give you the belt. I get that, whatever. But why did you even take the belt off Cody if he's going against Punk again?
Right.
And I used to like back in the day, like let's say The Rock won the belt, right? He beats somebody for the belt, Triple H or whatever. Somebody brand new comes out and says, hey, I want my fucking chance. You know,
Chris Keys or something.
Chris Keys, fucking Trick Williams, Obafemi.
Do something over the top with it, where they like when Kane was like premiered and ripped the cage off.
Yep. Even when Big Show fucking showed up, from WCW, there's nothing like that anymore. There's no like, holy shit, did you see what happened last night?
Right.
It's just, oh, you know what happened last night? It was another promo with Seth fucking saying shit about Roman, and they fought over the past 10 years. And it's going to be Cody and Punk. And they've gone back and forth for like 2 years now. And I want something fresh. And it's just not happening.
That's why we got this.
Yeah.
But is this even fresh? Not really. It may be fresh to some people, at least.
They need to start physically fighting. I think that will up the game.
There's a ton of money in it too. Just how they've had celebrity boxing for years. John was always trying to get these people in a ring.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you guys can't get it together enough to do a little Dabbleverse boxing matches between like the enemies? We'll love that. We eat it up. They're doing it over in Kick all the time. They make a ton of money. These guys aren't smart enough to do that though.
No, they're too fucking dumb and set in their ways.
I'll give this a couple more minutes, but I'm wrapping up, Sleaze. I think we've said enough.
Yeah.
These guys definitely said enough, but we'll give them one more minute. Let's see how they're talking right now.
The email from Dave because of John.
Well, okay, again, we could talk about First Blood, who started it, and all that kind of stuff. No one's gotten me canceled from a gig because I don't tape things about their children on their door.
Yeah, but
I'm more amazed that he gets gigs. That was the more amazing part.
All right, I had enough. I gotta go fucking make tacos or something. I'm hungry now. Anyway, we did it, everybody. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We'll come back with more shows. I'm gonna try, but you guys need to show up in the chat. You need to hit the buttons. All right, and you need to tell everybody that the show exists. And that's about it, Sleaze. Tell them where to find you.
At the SLZ52 on all platforms. I would show you my QR code, but
Oops.
I
got rid of the wrong guy. There we go.
But yeah, I'd show you the QR code, but you can't see me like John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
One positive thing, this is not our champion anymore. I'll take CM Punk over you, buddy. So congratulations to us for that. Thanks for joining us, Sleaze. Everybody else, sayonara, right? We'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you on all the chats and the X machines and things. Interact with us. We're not scaredy cats, and we're not afraid of you, and you shouldn't be afraid of us.
Yeah, we're nice people.
All right, see ya. Bye, everybody. Later.
Brush in your ass. Yeah, go take another hairbrush in your ass.
I got my tongue up this chick's ass.